Well, I am not an online dater.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more on the traditional side. I want to
Mm-hmm.
meet someone in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 38 years old. I've been married before. So all my 20s, early 30s, I was married. I have one child, and I actually don't feel that motivated to date.
Okay. So
Um,
you don't want to date. You're not looking to date.
Not right now. I've
Mhm.
declined several individuals, even in the last 48 hours, and I just tell them I'm not.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah, I will give them my email address. I'm to the email address. Send me a letter. Give me a dissertation on.
Huh. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She belongs to the streets. This woman is 40 years old with a kid, and she says, I'm done dating. If you want to date this woman who is the prize, you got to send her a 5-page letter in the email, and then she may consider you. She'll put your name, with the rest of the resumes, and she'll go through them.
Okay. You know what? Let's try to make sense out of what she said. So, is there a guy that is willing to lay eyes on her and send her this dissertation she requested? Yeah, probably, not possibly, probably. Next question. Do she want that ninja that is willing to send said dissertation? No.
I'm to the email address. Send me a letter. Give me a dissertation on why I should give you my.
I'm sending you a full page. Okay, a letter, an email. That's wow.
Yeah, I
That's
would like to
old
do that.
school.
I haven't done it yet, but I would love to do that. Hey, send me an email. Because
Okay,
I'm.
so Natasha, let me ask you this. Why you turn
Because it don't exist. Thank you. She don't say, I ain't done that yet. No, there's no select male on the face of the earth who's going to send a woman an email. He got too many options. He could send DMs he could send emojis. He could send a cheek emoji in the DM. Don't you get it? He could send a purple pickle and cheek. Why he gonna sit there and type out a whole letter?
Number purple pickles. That's all y'all get. Y'all go up with these terroristic dissertation demands. Say that 5 times fast. Straight purple pickles. That's it. That's what it said. Just meat.
down these men? I'm assuming because they're not Prince Charming. That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah, usually they're younger. I prefer someone like not even a millennial. Millennial men
Mm-hmm.
are a bit different. I feel like they want a little, was it drizzle drizzle? They give me that energy, and I'm not that at all. So
But
yeah,
are you hanging
it's
out
like,
in those spaces where young men hang out? Are you hanging out in those sort of spaces?
I don't really hang out. I'm sorry, I don't hang out a lot, but when I do, I try to avoid those spaces.
Because you done got addicted to penis juice, and now truth knocking you smooth across your damn forehead.
What we got here, people, is an alpha widow. Just listen to what she's talking about. Oh, these men, they're feminine. Oh, they're narcissists. Oh, drizzle, drizzle. She's been corrupted by some of these internet spaces, like so many people, both sides, men and women. It's just unfortunate.
Alpha widowing is one of the most detrimental things that can happen to these hoity-toity uptight sisters. Because man, that hypergamy is just wild. They would look at her so staunch. She said, send me a freaking email dissertation. Her ex-husband or whoever most likely was him. She gave him one kid. So that's it, ninja. That's it. Selfish.
But where are you meeting these men that you turned down in the last 48 hours?
So just like out and about, like yesterday, I was just kind of in the city. I live in Phoenix, and I was in the city, for Cinco de Mayo, getting tacos and stuff like
Okay.
that. So, and it was an older gentleman, but again, I think because I've experienced marriage and I know both sides, I know that although it's a benefit, it's a quick way to elevate ourselves financially. It's a lot on women. We are the ones who hold everything up, maintain everything. And I just, this is my first time really being single in the last few years. However, a friend of mine told me, and this is where I need your advice. A friend of mine told me that time is really not on our side, or she reminded me of this. And she said that we should take advantage of our beauty, like in the present time, and not like drag our feet, especially if you want kids. And I don't mind having another child, but it's not a mandatory thing.
Well, listen, no, tell the whole truth. You're supposed to take advantage of it in your youth. It got nothing to do with the present time. You could tell that to a 55-year-old woman. It doesn't make sense to her. It makes sense to younger females between the ages of 21 and maybe 30. Yeah, it makes sense to you better make a deal, but you end up like her at 40? No.
She out here getting approached by these young brothers. That's it. And she wants something more serious, more firm, more secure. And that time has come and gone. Would like to know why she left her hubby. Would like to know why. Because most likely she made a dire mistake. Why do we think that? Because she appeared asking Neferatu Ash for advice.
So, yeah, I guess I need your advice. Do I need to put the pedal to the metal, or can I just wait a couple years, maybe till I'm 40 and then get back out there?
But you've already waited 3 years. You've been single for 3 years, right? So why are we waiting another 3 years? Why would we wait until 40 and we're younger now? Not saying you won't look as beautiful at 40, but why waste the youth of our 30s? Why not put yourself out there?
For me, a part of divorce, I'm not sure this applies to everybody, but for me, rebuilding also financially is a big thing. And I was a stay-at-home wife and mother for a portion of that time. So although, interestingly enough, I was the breadwinner for a majority of the marriage, toward the end, when I was kind of something was sprung upon me, I was like in disarray, because I'm like,
There
oh
it
my
is.
gosh, I'm not working right now and I'm a stay-at-home wife. So I'm kind of still rebuilding from that. And I want to get in a comfortable place. Like some of your shorts on YouTube have said, can you fly out to whatever location? Do you have the apartment you want? Do you have the car you want? And all that for me right now is no, no, no. So I don't know.
So
Yeah, another classic case of an alpha widow. Should have stayed with your husband. You know, you got this kid and you still want the highest price. This is crazy.
She gave us the reason why things went south. She's a stay-at-home wife. That brother fell on hard times. Ladies, listen to this. This is a real man's concern. Things get hard at times. A man need and must know that whenever things get a little wonky, and you gotta, we ain't eating steaks this month, this quarter. Or we ain't chicken thighs and drumsticks. A man need to know that you ain't gonna switch up on him. That's what I heard her do. She said, I was a stay-at-home mom. Then it was just sprung on me. I had to start working. Life happens. And she left her man because she outgrew him. She wants something better. Now she said, I'm gonna get your money. I'm gonna divorce you and take your money. Look at her.
Were you working on that over the last 3 years, getting your own place, your own car, setting up your life?
Yeah, I have it all, but not at the level that I want. Like, can I just go to Turks and Caicos next weekend? No.
Okay, so it sounds like you want to get your finances in order. I'm assuming you're looking for jobs and trying to get that in place.
Yes.
So you can create the life that you desire. But that doesn't mean you should stop dating or you shouldn't put yourself out there. And now you know better. Like moving forward, it's important to me. I'm not saying every woman wants a rich man, but it's important to me that the man that I meet has his basics in order. He pays his own bills. He has a great career. He knows how to sustain himself. Those are the qualities you should be looking for. And I think older would be much better than younger in your case.
Okay. Like with 38, are you saying like 48 plus?
Yeah, 48 plus, 10 plus years. I would go older. 50.
So, okay. Yes, I love that. I tell my friends that, they're like, oh my gosh, that's too old. I'm like, we're almost 40. Like, what are you talking about? That's not that old.
Yeah, I don't think that's that old. And I also feel like you're holding yourself back because you feel like you need every single thing in order, not just finances, looks, this, that, and the third. It's like you're nitpicking at everything. You have to stop doing that. Yeah. You have to stop doing that. You have to live your life. And I don't want to sound morbid, but tomorrow's not promised to any of us. Right? We saying wait till it gets to 40 or 50. We don't know. You know?
Well, the net of it is they want what they want. So do she got men in her DM? Of course. She probably got a couple dozen men across all the platforms and in real life, guys at work, you know, the FedEx guy, you name it. But no, she want Mr. Six Figures to pull up in the Rolls Royce.
And to make it worse, she think Mr. Six Figures is willing to pull up in that Rolls Royce maybe a couple years from now. She told Ash she don't know she need to just figure herself out and come back on the dating market in a couple of years. That shows their level of delusion. They getting older and they like, it don't matter. I'll be 60 and I still want that ninja I couldn't acquire at 35.
So live your life and put yourself out there.
Okay, put myself out there. Okay.
Take the guy up on his offer for the date. If he invited you out, go out.
I am going on a movie date tonight. If he's not in that range, so I wouldn't consider it a date. But I'm going out tonight.
Wow.
Movie. I don't like movie for a first day only because you're not talking to each other. You're looking at the screen. Right. How can you get to know each other and things like that for a first date at the movies? Unless you guys are eating beforehand or after, but that would be my only reservation.
Well, the net of it, gentlemen, she's not into you. I mean, bottom line, y'all can't force it, because if this was the guy she liked, you can tell her we about to go catch grasshoppers and tell her to bring a mason jar with her, and she would. All right, but if you ain't him, she ain't too much willing to do anything.
Mr. X, I ain't gonna hold you, brother. I like that. There you go. Shout out to my country folk. Yeah, what we doing? We're gonna go to this pasture I like, have a little picnic, and we're gonna catch lightning bugs. Yeah, fireflies. Yup. You into that? You into that kind of stuff? If she like you, like Mr. X said, she could hate bugs. She gonna catch them fireflies. She is. Then you could take the little glowy butt off and smash it on her thumb like a ring.
About a movie date.
Okay, I agree. Fortunately, with this individual, I've known him for about a year, and we're more friends. So he likes me, but I don't like him.
Why don't you like him?
Well, he's not in our age range that we just discussed. Number one,
he's younger.
Yes, he's like my age. I think he's like 39.
Okay, and why don't you like him? Only because of his age. What else is not working for you?
He has 3 kids. He's divorced as well. He's in a rebuilding stage. So I actually have a divorce support group. Okay. And he joined my group after we met. We met kind of like at a bowling alley or something like that. And he joined my group, and I can tell he still has a lot to process.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of healing.
Yeah, a lot of healing. Yeah.
So you're going on a friendly date with him, and he's paying for the date.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting the popcorn. I'm getting the seasoning. You know, the seasoning you put on the popcorn. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get all the things. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But Natasha, I feel like, why not?
Oh,
hell.
Hey, y'all put yourself. It sounds like a Dr. Boyce type of guy. He's been divorced himself. She said it. He's divorced and he's broken. He actually came to my divorce group with me, and I looked at him and I said, "Nah, you still broken, but I will let you take me out for drinks or whatever. Yeah, spend your money."
Yeah, spend your money, and she know that this dude about to be just pawning over her cat. Yeah, she know. Dudes don't go not a single date with a woman they ain't looking to get intimate with. That doesn't happen. This poor pathetic ninja, he just want her and she here for it. She said, I'm getting all the things. I'm gonna run this ninja dry at the movie theater. Shout out to my mama. She saved me from all this stuff. Thank you, mama.
Give your time to a man who would you have interest in, and who's interested in you, and who's more stable in their life. That to me says you also feel like you don't deserve it. Like there's a part of you that still has that trauma from that last marriage, and you need to work on that and let that go.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Yeah, this was more like a catch up, just to be honest, but I get what you're saying. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, not saying you have to rush. Oh my God, where the men? What, find me? I'm not saying that, but just be intentional.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
So does
All
that
right.
mean like things like this that are more casual would be off the table with like catching up with people and stuff like that with guys?
Okay, I guess, but you didn't how do you say, frame it in a way that was like, oh, we're friends, we're catching up. You're like, I'm actually going on a date tonight. So I assume this was someone you're in, like a date means, okay, we have interest in each other. So I
You ain't nothing but a vulture. And it's simple. This type of stuff is easily avoided. We talk about this stuff nearly every show. I mean, make them pay for their own dates or take them somewhere that don't cost money. But I mean, she got to have some skin in the game, fellas. And if she like you, she would. And don't be afraid of the no. You can't be like, I just want to be around this woman. If she's just around me for a couple hours, I can make her fall in love. Nah, don't.
Thank you, Mr. X. Don't be afraid of that. No, that I'm trying to tell y'all something, fellas. Y'all got the game mixed up. If all else fails, be a a-hole. Not like mean, nasty, raunchy, aggressive, but no, just be stern. Say no more than you say yeah. If things is going south like this, because this is pathetic. This ninja about to get took.
didn't think a friend.
Yeah, to me he's a friend, but I think he might think it's a date.
Girl.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, look, this is friendly. This is dap. Let's dap it up. You know.
Okay.
But I agree with you. I'm gonna definitely, strike these kind of just casual outings and focus more on the intentionality, and also circle back to a therapist and make sure I work through that trauma from the past and that feeling of like not deserving and having it all in order.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm wishing you the best, okay, Natasha?
Thank
Thank you for coming out.
Okay.
Bye-bye, darling. Thank you, Natasha, for coming up. I also want to say this, like, ladies, please just remember to pour into yourself. Remember that you are deserving and worthy. I think of the bare minimum. I believe you're deserving of the bare minimum. Okay, so if you was in a traumatic relationship, let's say in your very last relationship, things didn't go well, it's time to level up in every way. I'm not just talking physically, I'm talking all across the board. So you don't fall into the same patterns and the same cycle over and over again.
Well, what is the bare minimum, Ashley? Because we telling men not to accept the bare minimum. So at some point, I keep telling y'all, everybody got to come back to the table and got to negotiate a peace treaty.
That's it. And until then, but here we go. Shout out to our sister HQ. But first, the sisters must acquiesce first. Display some femininity. That's how you do it, ladies. We talk about this too much for y'all for not to sink in. Shout out to HQ. All right, femininity for the win. If you are feminine enough, a man will have to F around and find out. That is the allure. Learn.
I get it. You want to give yourself 6 months, maybe a year. I say that's too long to heal and get over things, right? But time is of the essence. Live your life. That man is moving on and has been in 3 relationships, 2 situationships, and got 3 side pieces. So what are you waiting for? Why are you healing, rubbing crystals, reading zodiac signs, and trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong? Live your life is what I'm saying. Raise your standards. Create better boundaries. That's how you get better. Heal quickly. Go to therapy and put yourself back out there. I thought it said, how many likes? Can someone tell me how many?
Oh, there we go. Ashley doing what Ashley do. Trying to get these women empowerment. I guess it makes money,
What was it? She said standards. Shout out to Media Man. Standards are something that you are used to, and so you can't just sit here and create new standards. I don't know what it is. They can create a new barrier to entry if they dare, but it ain't a new standard. Words mean things, and that's why we started. See, that's the reason why we started Word Today. Now it's coming back by popular demand. Help you happy, G Honda.
Likes we have on the video? 81. No, that's not enough. Let's get to 150. Press the like button. Let's go so we can push this video out into the YouTube ether. Click the like button. Hello, know your worth, ladies, and then add tax. Know your worth and then add tax. And the reason I'm saying add tax, and we all are aware and know that quote, is because sometimes you guys undervalue yourself. I'm not doing too much. Oh, I shouldn't. No, know your worth, then add tax.
Okay. So Ashley, the net of it, yeah, add tax. Keep telling these, divorced baby mamas, 40-year-old divorced baby mamas, add tax on these ninjas.
Tax exempt is what they need to be, and that's fine. This has to play out. That's why we say resistance is futile. We should not sit here and be like, whoa, y'all need to stop. We see y'all. Hopefully it works out. Time will tell. So keep adding tax. This is why we say y'all price yourself out of the market. Tax too high, and y'all just sitting on the shelf covered in dust and glaze.
We put some glaze on her.
Look, Glaze Galaxy.
We got us the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
We may not know which way to go.
Oh Lord, see, this shit is gonna be dangerous. Some dark-winged duck shit. Let's get dangerous. I play the fool for the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime, and no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, you hear me? I played the fool for a fool.